Hove, Hove, you are not ready. Unstoppable dynasty, young Hova.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Lirian with AFE Fitness. I am going to go through a diary today, a vlog diary, over the macros that I will be consuming for all day today, Sunday, which is basically a carb refeed. Alright, so what I do is 6 days a week, I go really low on carbs. This is right now while I'm trying to lose some body fat and cut back down from my pounds that I gained in South America and over the holidays. So typically, the 6 days I keep the carbs at 40% of the diet, or excuse me, 30% of the diet. 20 is fats, and then the rest of the 50% is proteins. So on Sundays, which is 1 day a week right now, I'm doing a carb refeed. So basically, I'll keep my proteins the same, I'll keep my fats the same, and my carbs, I double that. So I've been at 120 grams of carbs. So today we hit 220. So then I go here. We start off with breakfast, and as you have seen so far, we have our protein pancakes. There's 2 whole eggs with the yolk, which is part of the fat right there. We have a mini chocolate that I put on the pancakes and let it melt, and it just tastes amazing. I add strawberries and then liquid egg whites, aside from the 2 whole eggs. And then we have the peanut butter, which you will see in a little bit, which I will also use as topping with the strawberries for the pancakes. I used it's called a power cakes, Kodiak cakes. This is the first time I tried. What I normally use for protein pancakes, I haven't found in a store here in Colorado yet. I just moved back from San Diego, so I'm finding my stores again. I'm finding my favorite supplement stores and grocery stores. So far, this is what I found. I found it 2 days ago, and it was pretty good actually. So power cakes, if you guys want to try it. As you can see here, the chocolate, put it inside the pancake, so the heat is still there. It's starting to melt away, and it just makes it taste so much better. There's a coffee, of course. I always use coffee. I showed a little bit earlier. It's instead of going with fat-free creamer, you should go with sugar-free creamer, because the fat, I'm gonna fit it in my macros, and it's always better to have the sugar-free instead of fat-free. You're still gonna use that fat for fuel. You're still gonna use that fat for energy. So sugar-free. As you can see right there, we have the 2 eggs. The yolks is still there. We have the proteins in the fats from the peanut butter. We have the strawberries mixed in together for the topping, and the chocolate is in there, guys. It's melted away. It's gonna taste delicious. And there is my first meal. That is breakfast. And we have here meal number 2. I usually try to eat between 3 hours spaced apart. So I'll go breakfast, protein, lunch, protein, dinner, and then usually whatever macros I have left. I kind of messed up my meals today. My hours were not consistent, so my meals were not consistent. So as you can see here, a couple hours later, more than 3 hours later, we go on to lunch. What I did for lunch here, I love cinnamon raisin bagels, so I always try to fit one in if I'm doing a carb refeed. So I'll take a cinnamon raisin bagel, as you can see here, and I'll use turkey breast. I use 3 ounces of this right here. 3 ounces for a total of about 21 grams of protein. And I used some spinach, some sliced tomatoes, a little bit of mustard, and I can't believe it's not butter. So that right there made my lunch very filling. I was already pretty full from breakfast. I'm not used to having a big breakfast like that, so it kept me full. That's probably why it was pretty easy and lose track of time, sorry, and skip the meals and not have them specifically every 3 hours spaced apart like I normally do. So that is lunch right there. And of course, you can't get away without using flexible dieting, fitting in your macros, counting your proteins, fats, and carbs without trying to fit some type of dessert in here. So I'm definitely gonna go with the ice cream sandwich, cookies and cream. This is the skinny cal version, so it's a very good choice to go with, low calories, low fat. Alright, last meal, or should I say meals of the day, I ended up having my breakfast, my lunch, and that ice cream sandwich that you just saw. And it was probably around 9 p.m. when I noticed, like, okay, it's almost time to wrap the day up. I'm doing my last minute things. Tomorrow's a big day, and I still have hundreds of calories left, carbs and fats and protein. So, what I did here was just put my last macros together. I had a couple meals left, a lot of chicken, a lot of rice, some red potatoes, bread. I used a low calorie bread, and a lot of egg whites actually. A lot of egg whites. I was kind of running short on fats, so those always save your life. So you see here, I have the eggs. So I went with, it was a total of 12 ounces of egg whites, and then the low carb wheat sliced bread. I ended up being able to fit 4 of those slices in there, which is awesome. And then I had the chicken breast, 6 ounces of that, and I fit some strawberries in there. Now these were frozen strawberries. So with strawberries, this is one of the foods that is high volume, so you're able to have ample of it and not have that many calories. So it kind of works hand in hand. So at the end of the day here, pull out my FitnessPal app. So my total calories will be 1,600, plus my refeed ends up being to 2,108 calories. So that is basically all carbs right there, which is totally fine because I'm doing a refeed. And then tomorrow we start cutting again. So if I look here at my application, it's really hard to zoom in and kind of show you guys detail by detail. But when I end up looking at the nutrition, the whole chart for the whole day, I was 10 grams shy away from completing my 200 grams of protein. I ended up doing pretty close to my 240 carbs, and then I actually went over 2 grams of fat. But you know, it's 2 grams of fat, it's a refeed, so I wasn't gonna sweat it that much if it wasn't that much of a big deal. I'm not really having a cheat meal. I'm not really eating anything that's outside of my macro range, so I was able to fit everything pretty nice. My last Sunday looked a lot different, so I tried to do something that would not only, I've been eating pretty much the same thing every day, so I was trying to get away from that, kind of let my body have something different, taste something that I was going to keep enjoying for the week. Definitely enjoyed that ice cream sandwich. The strawberries were delicious, and I was still able to keep, the thing about flexible dieting, you can actually fit so many things that you're still going to enjoy, but you still want to make sure that you fit in your good carbs and your good proteins and good fats, get some vegetables in there, get some good lean proteins, and then like I did, I had my dessert too, to kind of enjoy that right there. So flexible dieting, it's great, guys. If you really learn how to count your calories, your macros, your proteins, fats, and carbs, you can really enjoy your foods that you normally like to eat, be able to stay on track, be able to still lose weight as you're going, and not get tired of. I get a lot of people who come to me or tell me like, hey, I'm tired of eating chicken and rice. Like, do you have any other ideas? Or hey, I'm really tired of eating this and that same day, or not same day, but day after day after day. Do you have any other recommendations? Any other ideas? What do you eat? Well, for me, it's really easy to kind of stick to the same meals every single day. I don't mind eating chicken and rice and veggies and oatmeal for breakfast. I actually kind of like it now. You get used to it. It gets easier as you go. But if you're starting out, or if you just really don't like sticking to the same foods, then learning how to count your macros and doing that flexible dieting, keeping this app here on your phone to help you keep track of that, it really kind of just helps you make this whole lifestyle a lot easier. To get started, you guys have some resolutions to take care of this year, so let's not fall behind, and let's use all of these resources that we have to kind of help us stay on track. So yeah, have it, guys. A full day of my Sunday refeed today. I was able to eat all of this. So full. I'm still full right now. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Share, like,